Hey there, welcome back. Oops. I hit continue game and then went to start the recording and of course all chaos happens. So the first video, or the last video, taught me how rusty I am at this game. 900 hours be darned. um, it's funny how quickly you just forget.
And move.
So when you separate a party like this, if this one gets into combat, the other ones won't necessarily join. That was the mistake I made in that last little mini dungeon. And anyways, we're gonna go up because I'm gonna scroll up here. There's a guy up here on the hill. There's a whole bunch here, and then there's maybe one up here on, this little ledge. And you want everybody to be involved in the battle. So what I'm going to do is I am going to separate. Well, first of all, we're going to group hide and then separate. And I'm going to have him go there.
Step softly.
You're going to have all of them go up that way while this one goes up the hill.
A knife in the dark.
Keep going. Whoa, there's nobody here.
Open the bloody gate!
Here we go.
Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders!
That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now!
You let goblins here? Where is the druid?
Please! There's no time!
Here we go.
The nine hells! Open the gate! Cannon! No!
Shit! Form a line!
Damnable roach! Provoke the blade and suffer its sting.
Okay, so we're gonna go up and sneak attack this guy. And everybody's in the battle, so we don't have to worry about that.
Let's finish this.
Alright, so we got a mage. We'll have her go up high. And let's do a chromatic orb. We'll make it thunder. That was a nice 14 damage hit. Chromatic orb is the secret. It's a really good spell. The magic missile is really good as well, but chromatic orb is fantastic. So there we go. We're gonna go ahead and do that.
Scouts! Get to the high ground! Raiders! Charge those bastards!
Now, they will usually kill the archer. Usually. And I don't have the rush in with this new sword.
On the move.
What you do is you move in as close as you can. Arrow one. But always remember to switch back to your sword. So that way, you got a little bit more defensive capability. Especially, like, retaliate skill. Which I don't have at the moment. they got that one really good.
My sickle and sword.
And if you wanted, we could just not engage and let them kill these three. Then we can loot them. It's an option for sure. All right, so we got one, and then I'm going to
Time to move.
come down, position ourselves to backstab him. Sneak attack. The sneak attack happens when you have advantage. The things that give you advantage in this game is if you're attacking from shadows, you always have sneak attack there. If you're on high ground, you'll have sneak attack advantage. Now, the high ground's a little tricky because, like, this little ledge here may not be high enough. I don't know what the exact formula is, but you need to be high beyond a certain point compared to who you're shooting. That'll give you advantage. And then the third one is when they're engaged with somebody else, like this, then you have advantage. And I don't know if you necessarily have to be behind them like this shows. Just the fact that there's somebody else engaged with them gives you advantage. And that's the three ways, at least that I can remember, that causes sneak attack. So sneak attack is good. And you can see here, deal extra damage to a foe you have advantage against. I don't know if, is there a way I could right click on it? No. There's like, well, hold on. There we go. I hold down the Alt key. If you hold down the Alt key. Also works if you have an ally and you don't have disadvantage. So there's the thing. So it doesn't necessarily give you advantage, but in this case you have an ally within 1.5 meters. So anyways, that's all.
Need to act fast.
Alright, let's do another chromatic orb. I like thunder. Critical miss! That was horrible. Well, so much for that. Now, I didn't explain much, but Sanctuary is the key spell to this character. And what Sanctuary does is, you cast it on yourself, you cannot be targeted by an attack until you attack or harm a creature. So the idea is you're not going to attack or harm anybody. You cast this on yourself, and then you can walk all along the battlefield and heal people. And they can't attack you. Now, area of effect, like a fireball, can damage you because that's damaging everybody within an area. So you got to be careful of that. But that's the whole point. Is this is basically your diplomacy / healer, and that Sanctuary spell, it lasts until the end of time. So it's a valuable spell. And I do like to increase because certain things get hidden. It does take up more space, but anyways.
I'll bleed every last one of you!
Yeah, usually she gets it. Alright, we did our part there. And then just run up to the next one. We can grab an extra action. And of course we miss. Alright, that one's done. Oh, they healed her. Otherwise, she was toast. She might still be toast. Oh, she took a potion. Wow, he missed as well.
Concentrate.
The good thing about Magic Missile, it never misses. So when you really need to hit, Chromatic Orb does more damage, but that was clutch. There we go, we got them all. Or no, we didn't, sorry. Okay, so there are certain skills, like this one, and maybe since I'm in combat I can't mess with them. But what I like to do is I like to move them around, because like this one's like a non-combat skill. So I want all my combat stuff together. Why is it not letting me do anything? There we go. Let's go try to hit her for him. So this fire sword, it does 6 to 19 damage. It's a magical sword, which, you know, the best thing you can get in the early game. But here's the deal, it doesn't give any bonus to hit. If you look at another sword, like the one that she started the game with, there's a bonus to hit with these swords, and this one has none. And so it's really like you miss a lot when you're using this one. You'll see it when you get a different sword. Like she'll all of a sudden hit much more frequently, and it has to do with just the nature of how this sword works. The to hit bonus is missing. So all that to say is it's a great damage dealing sword, but you wanna get rid of it as soon as you can.
Yes, here.
This guy is toast. Alright, so we are out of spells. All that's left is our cantrips. And of course she has this cantrip.
That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate!
Alright, so we got level ups on quite a few of our characters here. Let's loot.
Open up.
We're gonna group everybody.
Step.
Remember, I didn't have the 50 gold to learn some of these spells, so we're gonna have to fix that. Alright, so... they opened the door. Let's take advantage of this and get in there before we have to wait for them to open it again. Okay. So we have 4 copies of this spell. I wish there was a way. Can I sort? I can. Nope, that's just which tab I'm looking at. I think if I look at it this way, I can sort it. So we want to sort by type. There we go. Alright, now let's go back into this view. So we had the Scroll of Grease. We're just looking here. She's got the Scroll of Grease. These two, she hasn't been able to learn. That one, I think she already knows. And that one, she for sure knows. So here she can... Looks like we're going to have to get out of this view.
Let's get on with it.
And get into her own personal view. So you can right click to learn a spell, or you can, I believe you can go here and learn spells from here. Right here, learn more spells. And it gives you the whole list. So we can just click, click, 100 gold, boom. So she just got 2 more spells. And you could do it like that. Now that I realize. So then, you know, she has extra burning hands. We give that over to here. Because this is going to be the guy selling, right? Because he's got the, which were the... So these are the 2 she still needs to learn. So that means all 4 of these can be sold. Same with that. What's happening is I gotta drag it to an empty spot. Okay, we gotta spend a lot of time sorting through all this junk, get the best stuff equipped for our people. We'll get them leveled up one more time. And let's get through this dialogue up here.
I can do better. I must.
There are children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
Yeah, let's do that. No! I failed a persuasion check? I do have 3 inspiration. Let's do it again. There we go.
And who the hell are you again?
Show some respect. This man saved your pathetic life.
Well, I didn't ask for any goddamn help.
Please, you were begging me to open the gate. Anything to save yourself, you coward!
The human's eye twitches. He's about to blow.
Yeah, just let him knock someone out.
Should have done that a long time ago.
This one's
Arrogant
ideal.
Prick had it out for me from day one.
This guy who's
No
talking,
one leaves my
Aridin.
people out cold. Too little, too late. He was right, though. Coming back to this hellhole was a mistake no amount of gold can put right. I'd rather face another round of goblins than stay in this pit.
There, for once.
Okay, so that guy who took off, I'm pretty sure we're going to find him dead. So we're going to get to loot him anyways.
Something ready.
This guy here has something on him that we want to loot. And the fact that he got, why is it not letting me pickpocket him? I don't understand.
Moving.
We don't want to talk to him, we want to pickpocket him. Oh, you have to be hiding. Boy, the rust. The rust is so bad. The key is the big one we want. This would be really nice as well. And this doesn't matter, but we'll go ahead and take it anyways. Alright, now let's get out of stealth.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
Now we'll talk to him.
Regression. A cheap shot. I should have expected that.
I'll survive a sore jaw, particularly if it's rid the grove of Aradin. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve. There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters. I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though? I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else.
Really? We're messengers now.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave now, we won't make it to the city. You'll find the druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense before more lives are lost.
Okay. I can't remember what his key specifically opens, but I know we wanted it. If anything, I think his key just opens the room that he has, where there's a chest in his room. So it's really nice to have the key that he currently has in his possession. So I'm going to save it here. You could spend hours in this grove, and I think in my first playthrough I did for you guys, I did spend hours in this grove. And I don't know how to condense it, especially since I'm rusty. So I used to be really efficient and know exactly where to go. One thing I can tell you is the first place I go is up here, because I need to loot this body before they bury it, except they won't let you unless you're sneaking. So that's a little bit of a tricky thing. And then over here, I need to be sneaking to steal the stuff in these crates as well. But all of it is possible. So we got some level ups to do, but first let's do some inventory management. So I did sort everything he has. We obviously have a lot of regular daggers. I'm more concerned about anything that's magical first. One thing we want to do is we want to make sure everybody has the ability to shoot. So for example, I can give a light crossbow to her. Even though she has spells, don't get me wrong, you still want to be able to shoot, because every now and then you could be silenced or whatever. I don't know if you could silence a cantrip, but it's still valuable. Now this here gives sleight of hand +1, so we're going to give that to him. He needs that. Nobody is really going to be a shield wearer, except for maybe myself. So I think we can do that. It's just that the sword does do less damage if you're having a shield. If you're holding it with two hands, if it's a single-handed weapon you're holding with two, it does additional damage. And I believe you could see that here. It says 1d10, and then in parentheses it says 1d8. So if you have a shield, you're rolling an 8-sided die instead of a 10. So that's the trade-off for having a shield. Obviously the shield gives +2 to the armor class, which is here. And, you know, that might be worth it. I don't know. It's hard to say. We do have leather armor, which we are currently wearing. That is good. He's got padded armor, so leather armor is better for him. So we at least get that on him. And then she has half plate, which is good. And she needs to wear robes. So I think this is scale mail. I do not know. Like sometimes, like see it says AC bonus from dexterity limited to +2. You want armor that does not limit the AC bonus from dexterity. Because here you can see he's getting a +3. So if he was wearing this armor, he would get 1 less AC from dexterity. The armor itself gives him a 14 armor class. That one's an 11, so you could argue, hey, the armor's better anyways, so you should wear it. And, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that argument. There really isn't. It's more of a preference thing. So, to do the backstab, I don't think he can do longswords. I could be wrong on that. So, you need a finesse weapon. See where it says, like the dagger says, it's right here along the bottom. It says light and finesse. That's what you want when you're a rogue. Because finesse means that he's going to use the dexterity to apply damage instead of the strength. That's what finesse means. And if you do this one, it's versatile, but it's not a finesse. That's the reason why you don't want to use a longsword. Now, a short sword is a finesse weapon, and it typically does more damage. So here you can see 4 to 7 damage. So if I put that in, it's now 4 to 9. So I do tend to like short swords more. And then lastly, we have here, when you heal another creature, it gains resistance against all those things. So we're going to give that to ourselves, because we're going to be healing other creatures. And here, this is considered a spear. It looks like a dagger, but it's not. It's a spear. This one we're just going to sell. Okay, we got a lot of stuff we're probably going to sell. But let's just keep going. Anything else I have that's of interesting note? And the answer is no. Just a lot of things to sell. We don't want to sell these. Those, of course, are how we resurrect if people die. And I know I reloaded the game, but we could have used those and whenever people died. But I reloaded because I was being stupid with my play, not because I really needed to do it. And then I just don't remember these bags before, so I got to get used to the idea that everything goes into a bag now. Although I do like it because it makes the inventory easier to manage. So, 1 second. I'm not going to pause the game. I just need to respond to somebody real quick. Alright, done. Sorry. I still have to manage people. Okay. So I think from an inventory perspective, we're going to sell everything that we can. Everything that we got. We're going to hold on to things like the key and the thieves' tools, which that's something I need to give to him. I don't necessarily need 2 shovels, so that's like something else. Oh, we need to give that to him as well. But you get the idea. So this is going to be painful for you to watch because we're going to have to go. It's going to take time, but I don't have anything else to suggest here other than, you know, I think GB watches everything in fast forward mode anyways. But let's go ahead and level up our guys. Alright, so we have a thief that leveled up to 3, and this is a new class. I've never played this one before. I think this would be an interesting class to play, to be honest. But I'm going with Thief, and the reason I'm going with Thief, and the whole reason you do this, is right here. You gain an additional bonus action. Additional bonus action is really nice, because you can attack somebody, and you get 2 bonus actions. One of them could be to hide in shadows. So that's what gives you your sneak attack bonus damage, and it's well worth it. And it also helps when you have, if you're dual wielding crossbows, you can shoot from your offhand crossbow with the bonus attack. So it just gives you one more attack that you can do. So definitely doing Thief. They're loading the next one. So now we got Wizard level 3. Alright, we gained 2 spells. I need to think about this. We for sure want this at some point. But the Scorching Ray is nice, but remember, we're Abjuration. I used to have all this memorized by heart. Forgive me. This is a good spell. Man, where's the Abjuration spells? Got Illusion, Divination. Yeah, there's a lot of really good spells here. Now remember, she could learn them through scrolls. So this isn't like the be-all end-all. But these are, we're going to choose the 2 that really, really matter. And if she casts Aberration spells, the only reason I'm concerned about those is because those will give her armor points. And honestly, I don't even see a single one in this list. I'm going to have to pull up a list because I'm missing some. I probably went through this too quick. But I really am not seeing too many. And maybe, oh, right there. Arcane Lock, which is the dumbest spell in the whole spell book. Alright, fair enough. Okay, so we got a nice damage dealer. We need C invisibility, so I'm going to go ahead and just... Knock is not bad either, but I'm going to take... these are really nice as well. There's a lot of great spells here, but we're going to take the one that we know we need. We need that for specific spots in the game. Then when we're preparing our spells, we got 2 new level 2 spells which are already prepared. Or no, I gotta get those in here. So I never cast this. We're gonna add that, and I don't know. Yeah, let's get rid of Longstrider and put that one in. Now the amount of spells you know grows when you when you get higher intelligence. And a little bit when you level up. Alright, so this is the toughest choice here. Okay, so she learned a jump ability because she's a Githyanki. The toughest choice here is which one of these do you choose? This is the new one, and again, it looks interesting, but I know nothing about it. I would tell you that most people choose Battlemaster. I always found Battlemaster to be cumbersome, because you're basically manipulating dice, like these, well, virtual dice, really, you get this concept called superiority dice, and you spend it as you go. I like simple, because I want my fighter to do massive damage, so I go with Champion, because what it does is it makes the critical hit reduced by 1, and so instead of needing a 20 for a critical hit, it's now a 19 or a 20. And then there's ways you can make that even better. And there's some people who make characters that like go level 3 fighter and then the rest barbarian, because barbarian gets all kinds of bonuses as well. So you could do like some dual classing to really take advantage of this. And I think you could even get it down to 16. So where 16 through 20 is all critical. I'm really impressed with the people who pull that off. I'm not that sophisticated. I just want the slight edge, and I'm gonna make this it's really my tank, and we're gonna make sure she can dish out some decent damage and take some decent damage. and champion is the way to go. This is one that I'm really, really interested in another playthrough. I would like to try it. Alright, so we got everybody leveled up, and I need to pause real quick. Okay, I am back. Had a nice dinner.
Shall we?
So we were gone for a while. Okay, I'm going to flip it around the screen. So this person, of course, goes back and forth. See how that shows up red? That means I'll get in trouble if I'm caught. So I break it apart.
Watch your back. On tippy toes.
I have him hide.
Quietly.
And we're going to go this way first.
I'll just help myself.
Let's take this one. Nothing. I mean, it's complete junk. So, like, why do I go through so much trouble to get junk? I don't know. But in the beginning of the game, the junk... Oh, I did get caught.
Quick step.
So, she's looking for us. So you just gotta run far away.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Careful, I bite.
Oh, she's still coming.
Moving.
If she catches me, I'm dosed.
A theft has been reported, and it seems you're the only suspect. Choose your next step wisely.
Ay, ay, ay. Perfect.
You've been given the benefit of the...
That was... You could just tell I am so rusty at this. I stopped. I let her catch me. I mean, it's horrible.
All right.
I'm sorry, Arca.
Don't be sorry. Fetch some help.
It's too late. He's gone.
No!
Now, there is a, Now, this will cause them to get killed. This here, well, there's an achievement for keeping all of these guys alive. And they're like lemmings. There's so many ways that they die. So if you can somehow keep every one of them alive all the way through Act 3, then you get an achievement. It's actually really hard to get. Because like right now, you need to avenge this, spill some goblin blood. They'll go off and get themselves killed. So...
Someone's going to pay for this.
Arca, no, wait! What are you doing?
Time for discretion. Ready or not. Go.
Okay, and then, we can obviously, pickpockets, and, I mean, you gotta do a lot of saving and reloading and all that jazz if you're gonna do this with the pickpocketing. Also, when you're low level like this, you might not be that good at it. Now, what we're doing here is there's an assassin here who's going up to kill her, and I'm trying to get up here so I can prevent this. There we go. So she has not died yet.
Let's find some prey.
Can't give up. On I go.
You don't need to have visibility on him to...
I am fury. I am death. Taking position.
And you know what? The running thing is
Never a dull
a
moment.
bad idea. I could just do and climb up to here, and then I can leap. Ah, see, it still won't let me leap. So we're gonna go as far as we can, and she's too far away. I don't have visibility on her. So then what I'm gonna do is dash.
One day I'll catch a break.
I need to keep her alive. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Oh, yep I am. There we go. Almost got her. She's down to 1 health.
Yes.
See, then you can do an offhand attack.
Can't afford to let up. Heading there. I will ascend. Hitazith.
There we go. We saved her barely.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square. You almost seem honest. Care to explain why you reek of the hells? Well, that's quite the story. And I thought I was doomed. Now I feel sorry for you. Here. Take this. It's worth a fortune. But a fortune's not worth much if you're dead. Consider it payment for saving my life.
A soul coin, true to its name, holds a mortal soul inside. It serves in the Nine Hells as very valuable currency. Proceeding.
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together. Have to keep going.
So the soul coins are valuable, I guess. If I talk to that squirrel, I'm going to end up killing the squirrel.
Get out!
The squirrel lunges at your foot and bites it.
You're trespassing. This is my territory. How about this? You can stay if you keep those ugly feet on the ground. I'll even sweeten the pot. Found some weird smelling stuff on the ground. You can keep it, but these trees are mine. Follow the rules and I won't have to intervene. Got it?
Oh, this never happened to me before. The, usually you smash her to death with your foot. So the fact that I got a hyena ear, that's new to me. I never had that happen to me before. I almost feel like they added that dialogue. I don't remember that at all. It's, you know, because you have the urge. Your urge comes into you, and it's almost like the way we killed Gale. Which I still feel bad about, because I had every intention of playing with Gale in the party. Shadowheart and Lysel fight too much. And we're going to have to deal with that. Alright, I know I'm walking encumbered, but that's soon going to end.
Very well.
Refugees, well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long. I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day. We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels. As I said, it's a drastic measure, but the survival of the Grove is paramount. There just aren't enough supplies to support everyone. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
Okay, the memory is weak, but when you camp overnight, the inventory of these shops change. And there's specific items I'm looking for. First off, there's some decent magical armor. You can see I'm glomming onto the magical items. This Spell Thief, again, is decent, especially for a bard. Once for short rest, you regain a level 1 spell slot. When you land a critical hit. So you gotta land a critical hit. This is, it's good for thieves who have the, well, no, critical hit is not the same as a sneak attack. But yeah, you get it. I mean, critical hit's not that common, though. The Rain Dancer is really good if you have a sorcerer that's going to specialize in lightning. The spells are usually too expensive to pick up here. And same with the potions. This is good for a barbarian type. And that's always good, you know. Every now and then you stop yourself from getting hit by an arrow. But our mission is, first of all, to get unencumbered. So we're going to sell everything that I had marked, which wasn't that much. And, oh my gosh, they improved it. Look, everybody else is... Oh my gosh, that never existed before. They really did make things better. So, let's go ahead and sell. I just want to sell one of those. There we go. I'm going a little slower because I'm processing as I go. I definitely don't need this either, so we got 100 gold for that. So we're up to 550. He does run out of money, I think. So we got him down to 1 gold. Didn't quite sell everything, but this is good. Now, we could always buy something from him and then, you know, mix, rinse, and repeat, but he has insufficient gold? Okay, I think that worked. So he's at 17, I'm at 708. Oh, I guess I don't need to press that button. I see. Now these, if you hold on until Act 3, there's actually a machine you can put these in. And stuff happens. It's just story. But it is pretty cool if you can hold on to them that long. Alright, we're at... we got them down to 4 gold. The big thing here is we have these guys.
Hells, we can't just leave. They're kin.
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blazing spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Thank you. It's the right thing to do, and you know it.
She's right, Roland. We're better than this.
Zerg. Fine, I'll stay too. Lest you both end up with your throats slit by Goblin Blade.
Thank you, Roland.
Another opportunity for them to end up dead as part of the quest.
The waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
I could have sworn there was something in this hay. Yep.
Something over there.
Good work, kids. You're all heroes. Each and every one.
And just remember, if it's white, it's okay. Red means you're going to get caught for stealing. So just be careful. And the biggest issue, especially in honor mode, is when you are getting careless and you're just trying to move to here and you accidentally click on one of these red items. It's a horrible feeling.
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this. You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the Blade of Frontiers, racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship. You saw her then. Advocatus Diaboli. Her name is Karlach, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill.
I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her.
She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
I'm up for the challenge. You've just got to make a little space.
A splendid plan. We'll talk more there.
Swing and swing and...
Okay, so the next priority is I want to get out to this shop down here. There's multiple ways. We could have gone down the ladder here. We could have walked all the way around that way. And this is our man of the hour.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
But like I said, he has different items depending on the day. And we did camp once. So the one I'm looking for is he has a hand crossbow. Which, as you can see, is not here at this time. And some of this armor and whatnot is nice to have. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. And in fact, we got a nice dagger for Asterion. But he's got 560 bucks. So right now, our goal is to pilfer as much of that from him as... Oh my gosh, Gale's severed hand. I don't know what to do with it. I've never... As you saw, I got an achievement for it. I've never done this. Poor Gale. And obviously we could make potions. That's a big one. That weighed had a lot of weight to it. Alright. It's important to get rid of the armors, because they're the ones that make all the weight. They're also worth the most. Okay, we've more or less... Well, we haven't sold the spells. He's down to 24 money. So, you can see that's worth 80. This one's worth 20, so we can sell that one. So we have 1,200 bucks. We really could buy some of this stuff. Let me think about this. So, we all could use better ranged weapons. We can all use nicer armor. So let's look at this one. This is just a straight up short bow +1. A longbow +1. This one lets you put Hunter's Mark on people. That's not horrible. None of them are. And you can see it's 4 to 9 damage. We're looking at 3 to 8, so you're just giving yourself +1 damage. And you can see I'm not proficient with longbows, so you gotta keep that in mind as well. We don't have a mace or a cleric, so this is not as helpful. Some of these would work.
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus.
These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Okay, so I'm going to save it just because I don't want to have to redo this if I do something stupid. And I want to camp because I need to progress it one more day so I can get the hand crossbow. That's critically important for me. Getting that hand crossbow is...
My faith will guide me.
And by the way, that's at Arcane Ward. Getting that hand crossbow is important. So let's see. If I wanted to move these, I hit this to unlock. And for example, I can move this to there. So those are, you know, and then, that's not really a combat spell either. So I got this and that. These are my elementals. And those are...
Die if I met Heroic and reeking of this place.
Alright, now we go here. Let's get her to learn those two spells. That is done. That took some of our money.
What to do?
Alright, so before I camp though,
What path lies before
we're gonna go this way, and you can see there's some stuff we can just take.
I'll take that.
It's more stuff we can sell.
With pleasure.
You can see we got a lot of stuff helping us. Why did he use thieves' tools?
One step at a time.
I don't remember asking him to use
Mine
thieves' tools.
Never quiet.
That's a little weird.
Best be on my way.
Have you spoken to Korga? Of course, you have your own business to attend to. But if the Druids won't abandon this ritual of theirs, it will be trouble for all of us.
Okay, so he's walking around.
No word from the scouts yet?
No, sir.
I believe the...
But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes, of course.
Don't touch me.
This may not be the best time to do this.
Let's keep to the shadows.
They will discover there's a thief if they go back there.
Like a wraith.
Alright, I'll do this later.
Don't linger.
There's going to be a time when they're not in here. And the sooner we get out of here,
Let's see here.
the sooner we don't get caught for being a thief.
Where am I? What's going on?
Alright, there's still so much to do in here.
Find a way forward.
But like I said, we're going to go to camp.
There are important matters to discuss.
What's up for discussion?
Not this one. Nor this one. And this one are less worthy still. I riddle thee not. I speak only what requires telling. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking. Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake. Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them.
So these are just hirelings. And what I could do, for example, is get rid of Astarion and create another halfling thief, which is going to be better than Astarion in almost every way. Almost every way.
Chahi, come closer. Dry skin, clear eyes. You do not suffer. You flourish. Disturbing. Abominations grow inside us. Our bones should ache. Our mouths should bleed. Yet we thrive. It is madness. Keep your rest short. Time is not our ally.
Shows him sneaking off. Okay. So obviously when you leave camp you go right back to where you were, which is ideal because this is who I want to talk to.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
And he now has a light crossbow and a heavy crossbow. If you'll notice, things have changed. But it's not quite what I was looking for. Unless this isn't the right vendor. That's always possible. Oops. That's a Might and Magic. Might and Magic, you always hit the escape key to get out of conversations.
True.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can. You're an easy one to please, aren't you? Here, have more. We'll need every bit of strength to make it to Baldur's Gate. Trust me.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh.
You're twitching something fierce, love. And your eyes. You look like you don't know the meaning of the word sleep.
Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Aha! You take a sup of that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie. Oh, stop with the sweet talk. Here, Take the end of the bat, just in case. I'm sorry to go on about it. But are you all right? You're looking awful peaky. Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
Why, she sounds positively demented. I love it. Let's tell her everything.
What is it, Petal? What's wrong? Then let old Aunt Ethel have a look at you. First things first. Tell me what's at you. Oh, Petal, that's how it starts, you know. Thinking is only a step away from doing. Were you hurt recently? An accident of some sorts? That could explain things.
I don't know if I should answer, honestly.
Oh, you cheeky pup! That might scare someone else. But I know what naughty boys need. A bit of love and care. If I was back in my tea house, I'd make you a cuppa and tell you to put your feet up. Alas, here I can only tell you to be kind to yourself, Petal. And encourage you to browse my bits and pieces, of course. Let me know if anything catches your eye. Myself included. Hey, bother.
Alright, I know that was a lot of dialogue. I mean, she mostly has junk, but what we want is her money. Money, money, money. So, you know, we just got 7 gold for that. So those are 100 each, but we still want to hold on to one of those. This is just a potion that lets you jump. Don't really care for that. The toxin, it's nice to always have at least one on hand. Oh, we got poison too. I think that's what she gave me, was toxin. I think that's what she made for me. Yeah, the emerald hue of this toxin is vivid and baleful as a sunrise over a swamp. Alright, Alright, we'll leave it at that for now. Like, I do have, for example, stuff in here I can sell, but we'll leave that be.
Take care now, sweetie.
Alright, now, the alchemy is this. So we can always come in here and say, so right now it's saying that we can make a rogue's morsel. Maybe that. In the old days, these used to clog up my inventory, so we would go in here and make this stuff just to free up the inventory, and it would what's the word I'm looking for? Actually, sometimes it would reduce the weight. So maybe this guy's the one with the hand crossbow. I'm pretty convinced it's the other one.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
So, his wares haven't changed. He's still selling the same stuff. Which, that makes sense.
Sylvanus be with you.
Alright, I don't know how much I want to dink with this, but I am convinced that this is what we want to do. Like I said, my memory's rusty, but I'm pretty sure this part of my memory is accurate.
You don't sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Shit. No, it's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
I've never killed anyone. Well, not for food. I feed on animals. Bulls. Deer. Kobolds. Whatever I can get. But it's not enough. Not if I have to fight. I feel so weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer. Fight better. Please.
A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
What's this? What's happening?
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back. His mind opens up, revealing cracked and quivering memories. At their heart, you see dark eyes commanding you to feed. You open your mouth and bite down, not into a tender neck, but into the twisting body of a rat, the only thing your master lets you eat.
Yes. Yes, I ate whatever disgusting vermin my master picked, so you can see why I'm slow to trust you. But I do trust you. And you can trust me. Because we don't have a choice. Not if we're going to save ourselves from these worms. I need you alive. You need me strong. Please, only be a taste, I swear. I'll be well, you'll be fine. And everything can go back to normal. No, of course. Silly of me to even ask. I'll go and find something on 4 legs to eat, I suppose. See you in the morning.
You watch him stalk away, slumped, sulking, ready to kill.
I did let him bite me once. It's hard to even watch. It's like so against anything I would ever agree to.
Morning. I hope last night's little unpleasantness hasn't left a bad taste in your... Well, I hope there are no bad feelings. Indeed it could. These are very helpful in a fight. Of course, I can't summon wolves or turn to mist like a true vampire. Being a spawn has its drawbacks. Oh no. I should be cinders in this light. I hadn't seen the sun for 200 years before we crashed here. Someone, or something, wants me alive. They've changed the rules. Standing in the sun, wading through a river, wandering into homes without an invitation. They're all perfectly mundane activities now. As for my other quirks, well, we can figure those out in time. That's my theory, but who knows? I'm just glad you're being sensible about these revelations. I was worried people might turn up with torches and pitchforks. Although there's still time.
A vampire? Well, that explains the pallor. Given our group's nature, I don't see much harm. We're each monsters in the making, after all.
For his sake, he best not develop an appetite for Kikyanki.
I love Lysel. Out of all of them. Alright.
Quite the opposite. I'm here in the spirit of openness and honesty. To work together as a team.
I really don't like Astarion.
Fine. He stays till he's no longer of use. Besides, my flesh is not so easily tasted. Unless, of course, I have offered it.
There now. We're all friends again. Shall we go? There's a long day ahead of us.
Alright. This happens a lot the first couple camps. Okay, one more day.
Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
Yeah, I don't think he changes his. It is the other one. Sorry, the escape key is still a habit from the other game. It's going to take me a while to shake that habit.
We're exposed now.
When I play this multiplayer with my sons, they get really impatient with me because I'm very particular about how to do the Grove. And
looking for steel.
I really believe that there's...
Well, something close.
I do actually believe there's a right way and a wrong way, even though there's many ways. It's just for me, there's the right, in my mind, is the most efficient. And that's me, right there. Hand crossbow +1. That's what I'm trying to buy. So we're going to get ourselves one of those. And... that gives him 800 bucks. But we still have 1,200. We could get something else. The reason I'm hesitating to get something else is we are going to find items for free just from adventuring. So I'm not in a hurry to acquire items. Like, this one's a really good one, though. But we'll even get those as well. I'm going to go ahead and pass on everything else. But that's the droid we were looking for. Okay, so the hand crossbow is going to Astarion. And sometimes the dragging from one inventory to equip, it sometimes doesn't work. Sometimes you're better off moving it to here and then moving it to there. But anyways, that's what's done is done. So the idea here is we're going to get him another hand crossbow, and he's going to dual hand crossbow. And this one is going to stay with him for a good portion of the game. We're eventually going to get two really, really good ones. But right now, he will have that. And there's a way to get another one. I just can't remember at the moment. I mean, I had this all planned out in the old days. Like, I was able to get 2 hand crossbows pretty early in the game. So with that said, no, I start with one. That's it. There you go. That's how he gets it. And then I equip the short bow. Boom. He's got himself 2 hand crossbows. Now, he has...
Someone there?
He has an offhand attack. So, one of the things to consider is moving it to the offhand. Because that one gets to attack more than once. But yeah, that's the... So there we go. We have dual hand crossbows for him. And of course we have the bite. Vampire bite that was given to him. So if we can get him to bite someone else, he's actually happy. What else? But yes, that is Astarion. We're going to use him to be our archer type character. And he's going to do it very well. And because he has some sneak attack, he'll be able to get some nice damage in if he could do it from height or from, you know, hiding, or if he's attacking somebody that somebody else is already next to. One of the things I really contemplated is the sneak attack damage goes up as the rogue level goes up. So is a rogue level 12 with sneak attack going to do more damage than if I multi-class him? And that's a fantastic question. And the answer is that a rogue level 12 does do some pretty decent damage because the sneak attack is good. But what I ultimately decided is that multi-classing him is better. You just have to be really careful with where you put your multi-class. Some people will tell you to take 2 levels of fighter. It helps him to have more hit points, first of all. And then secondly, it gives him a free attack. And that's with the main hand. So he would be able to attack again, right? The problem is then you lose the feat. Because you need 4 levels of a class to gain a feat. And 2 levels of one thing is going to ruin your chances. So so what I'm going to do now is we're going to, once we get to level 4, we're going to get our first feat. And then from there on out, we're going to just take levels of ranger.
Over here.
I have such a headache.
Alright, so I'm going to save it. Now from here on out, even the best Jeff at his peak 900 hours screws up some of these parts. Because if you click the wrong thing or you say the wrong thing, things go amok fast.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way.
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Your mind wanders. If the crossbow bolt shot through her mouth, would she taste the metal before she died?
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with. I'm not afraid. Chosen by the Absolute, I am. I'm blessed.
Oh, I'll bless you, all right. Here it comes, you little beast.
Please, leave us be. This isn't a good time.
It's fine, Memnos. That goblin won't be the last.
It was wrong.
It was justice. Or the start of it.
So the only thing is, if you try to loot her body, they get mad at you. So that's why we have Astarion go into hiding.
Quiet. Not a sound.
And then we click on our body. Like so. Oh, there's nothing in it.
It's gonna pass.
Alright, I'm gonna save it again.
Tread carefully.
And then we're going to jump.
That's curious.
And we got ourselves a stone door. Okay, this battle could be a little problematic depending on how badly it starts out.
Step carefully.
But yes, we're gonna let our rogue
Glowing eyes are so rarely a good
lead the
sign.
party.
Best tread carefully.
Now, obviously they'll see me if I go here, but we need to hit that rune.
Boring. Let's find another one.
And we did. So now I'm going to... Look at that. We killed one just from the start. How awesome was that? And then I'm going to run up
Let's go.
and make an offhand attack on him. Perfecto. Whoops.
What now?
I need everybody else to get into the mix.
Cloak and dagger. My favorite. Staying out of sight.
Alright. So now the shield increased the arcane ward. So it's a pretty cool thing. You use the shield to protect yourself. It does take away from your magic missile. And I need to get up and kill him. So actually what we're going to do is we're going to go up and bite. Haha. Now he's happy. So the yellow, by the way, just means they're going through difficult terrain. It consumes magic points quicker. The red means I'm stepping in the acid. I'm okay. Another acid shot. So that extra action is from the level 3 thief. So that's why it's important.
Step quick.
Got to focus.
Alright.
Have to keep going.
I'll move her forward. There we go. That was well done.
I am fury. I am death.
A jump, by the way, uses less movement points than moving. So if you ever want that extra movement, it works.
Can't slow down.
Alright.
His breaths are shallow, his wounds deep. He doesn't respond to your voice.
Secure.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I thought I was gonna die down here. It's my fault. I thought I'd given them the slip, but they followed me through the tunnel back there. I must tell the others what happened. I stepped careful. There are traps in these tunnels. And thank you again.
Okay. So we got more items we can sell, which is always a good thing. And then up here... Well, never mind. This goes to the library. And you could go here and I think jump down to get there. The library is not necessarily something we want to do at the moment. So I'm going to give her scrolls, because I can't quite remember if she has a spell or not. And right now I'm just looting. That goes to him.
No traps, please.
And you do want to shut off all the lights. That's what causes a lot of the traps to happen. Also, these light sources. I thought for sure I had one. I must have sold it. Oh no, it's right here. So if I... It's important to give one to everybody. Oh, I see. Having one in your inventory, that little light means you're using it. Okay. Yep. So I only have one torch so far.
Take heed.
That's what we were looking for. Okay, so we're happy. This is the thing I don't understand, is why am I using a disarm kit? Like, I'm not asking him to use a disarm... Maybe they changed that.
Simple.
So it's a better staff than that one. So we'll give it to her, even though it's crap. Oh, those will explode. Don't do that. Okay, this goes outside. That's actually what he was referring to, that the goblins followed him in. This is a nice thing to know about. It's a great way to get into the grove. But that's not where we're going at the moment. We're going to come back down here and toggle the group mode again. Have Asterion go to here and actually I don't think it's there that I want to jump to. Well, maybe it is. So here's the trick. That's a trap. So I might want him to jump straight to here. But we're going to go ahead and jump, and then we got to run for the trap.
That's curious.
See? He's getting shot at. Oh, I had it! I had it!
No one stopped me yet.
And of course he dies. The good news is I quick saved that. He had it. I clicked on it, and then I clicked on it again. I don't know if you saw that. I clicked twice because I was getting so excited. Alright, there's a better way. I'm still playing like a noob.
Subtle steps.
I believe I gotta stand over here where they are. So 1, 3, and 4. Get out of the way. 2, come up. He's gonna take some damage, probably. And boom. He was able to stop those things from shooting him. And here we got a nice key.
Everything is clear. Dream in red.
Okay, so he can't jump. So what I gotta do is, I'm gonna keep him separate again. And I gotta give the shovel to Astarion. Switch back to Astarion. Jump. And then I think it's... There we go. Those are some nice items. And honestly, I think the key I just got was for this trap up here, which we did without the key. I might be wrong.
Go.
So there you have it. We got all the runes.
Very well then.
There's some, it's just decent money, a little bit of experience. And it keeps going. So you can jump to here. And this area is a hot mess. There's also we don't even want that. Okay, so this.
Ooh, that's an unruly looking mushroom. Best not get too close.
So those are bad news. So we want to back
No time to dally.
her up.
What's next?
And her.
Well, hello.
Oh, come on.
Breeds madness.
Quit it.
Wits and blades always sharp.
They keep moving in ways that I don't want them to. He should be the second one. Alright.
Keep your distance, darling.
So we could shoot from a distance. And then there was another one over here. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, I think there might be a few more, I'm not sure. Usually you could spot them.
This way.
Now the reason why this is problematic is there's an injured person in here who is a guard. So they want to turn you in for being in there. And obviously you still want to help them. And if you screw up too much, this guy comes in and arrests you and blah blah blah. So I'm gonna separate everybody. We're gonna bring in the bard because I need good persuasion for what I'm about to do.
Pave my path with
and
corpses.
We can
build my castle with bones.
Stop! This place is off limits. Leave.
In a secluded place all alone. It would be too easy to do away with her. Far beneath your talents.
Holy crap, I'm rolling a lot of 20s.
Damn it! Was inventory today. I'm sorry. Nerves are shot after the attack. Do what you gotta do. Sorry if I don't show you around. No need. Should be able to stand soon enough. Once this bloody potion wears off. No! I'm just an idiot. I wanted an edge against the goblins, and I got it. I'm as strong as a bugbear. And fearless. But the old lady, she warned me of side effects. Should have listened. Now I'm stuck guarding crates.
Sorry.
All right. I guess being fearless won't help if an arrow comes flying right at me. Here.
Okay, so for her, the spell is... I forget what spell it is. It's not heal. She's paralyzed. So I need... You know what? I need a spell I don't think I have. It's like dispel. I need to dispel something something. I mean, I could try to heal her. I don't think that's what...
Did that? No, damn it. Still nothing. Maybe it just needs time to wear off. Fingers crossed the goblins don't return anytime soon.
See, everything is, this is where I bring him in now.
Close. Let's move. Leave tracks. Step lightly.
And you can do something where, like, if one person talks to her and is standing over here, she's looking this way. But this is the one we want.
Let's go.
Wow. Not doing well, am I? Oh, that was the key for this. I know. Oh. Alright. Yeah, there's a spell that helps her. It's not the healing spell, though. You need, like... Yeah, I don't think I have it, because I'm just a level 2 cleric. And I don't think the mage has it. Old Auntie Ethel did that to them.
What? Wait! You promised! Guards!
Come on.
Let's go.
By Mordai's eyes. Another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Lower. You saw another Gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me. Up. You can keep your innards.
Okay, so that was an important part of the Lysel
The locals
storyline.
compliant. A useful trait.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
The Tiefling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait. I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this... Fey run.
Alright. I like Lysel. Okay, so if you're not following the story because I clicked too quick or whatever, she of course knows that we're infested. She believes we need to find the Githyanki Kresh, which is really just another word for their base. And they hide their bases.
Moving ahead.
So he has seen one, another Githyanki before, and so she's realizing that west is the way we need to go. Hence her urgency.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring.
Mm-hmm.
He's still staring right past you. Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
Moo!
Always room for more.
What a day. Don't mind if I do.
Look, don't take your eyes off my hands.
Let's crack it open. Yes, let's.
Ah, you know what? I'm screwing up. I want him to become a ranger. I'm trying to think. I guess he could still do lockpicking, even though he's a ranger. They do get expert proficiency. No, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Hold out your hand, mister. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. I never learned names or anything. Just the tricks. Anyway, forget that. Take the ring. I want to show you how lucky it is. Weeping, bleeding hells! Okay, maybe you don't need extra luck. But since you're already holding the thing, call it. Heads or tails. Tails it is! See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested? I don't know what you mean. Hey, that hurts. I'm running an honest... okay, what's a tinker's trash? Uh-huh. Huh. Interesting. And I promise, this isn't a tinker's trash scam. I knew it. Hang on. That's what I got.
Okay, so I think they just robbed from me because I failed the perception check. And of course, he's selling of a lot of junk. The 130 money though, we can sell a few items. Try to recover as much of that from him as possible. Yep, let's sell that one too. The antidote. Oh, this is what she needed. I think the antidote is all she needed. She already called the guards on me. I don't think I can go back.
Nothing caught your eye, huh?
You realize your bag feels light. You were just robbed.
Hey, you're back. Here to buy some stuff? Me? No, promise. I'm just a kid trying to make a living. You know who you should talk to? Moll. She's my boss, I guess. Good at finding stuff. Her office is through the crack in the wall over there, if you can fit.
You bet. Good luck, pal.
So we can go talk to Mole. Her shop is just as crappy. I almost don't even see the need for it, but let's see. There it is.
What are we here? That thing is small and ugly. That thing is small and ugly.
Despite everything.
So I can get in because I'm a halfling. There's no traps or anything.
You can't be here. This is our hideout. You can't be here.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. And I hear you have a problem.
A few things are missing from your pack. Is that right?
Maybe we can do something about this. Anyway, you want to talk? Talk.
I do, as a matter of fact.
Revenge. I want to steal that big, shiny idol they're all chanting at. Sure. When we sell it in the city, I'll make sure you get your cut. Be careful. They look as brittle as old bark, but they're vicious. Anything else? Maybe one of the kids picked up something of yours by mistake. I couldn't say. Might help if you paid the inspection fee. I could take a look. Honesty and politeness. I like that. Here you go. Won't happen again.
So Mole was really
Make sure
cool.
none of the kids on the job outside mess with you. Show them this. You got it. Now, we done here or what?
Yeah, so like I said, she has... I mean, really, the big thing with her is, it's again the money, right? So if we had more stuff to sell, which I currently don't, but if I did, I could get some more money out of her.
Anything else? Well, it's been a pleasure.
Alright. There's actually two ways in here. The other way is over here. And that kid that was staring out in the distance is the one. And that's how I can get my whole party in here. Also, because of my addition to the game, there's this mask that you could use to make everybody shrink or whatever. But these kids are funny, and they end up getting in trouble. And
Hey there! You want to buy one of my lucky rings? Bargain magic at good prices.
Oh, you're back.
okay, so I guess it just keeps them away. I usually catch the kids stealing me, so I never learned the hand signal before. That's actually pretty cool. Alright, we made it through all that. My dog is going to start barking soon.
Last room. It is forbidden.
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Lives are at stake, and the cowards only care about their bloody rituals.
These things over.
Something's on my mind.
Calm, Magrin. Give him a chance. You, get back! Keep back! Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh. I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Okay. There's so much to do in this area. This here goes towards some treasure and some harpies, which, even in my best of days, can party wipe you if you're not super careful, and if some luck goes against you. Back here is a bard and some bard stuff, which we're gonna go for. This guy is your comedy relief, and there's also, this is the statue the kids want you to steal. Very hard to steal, by the way. And then up here is a ring. A really good one. And I'm not sure I remember how to get it. It's a little convoluted. I think it involves like jumping down from up here. But anyways, and then there's a whole area in here to go to. And opportunities to die all along the way. I do have to pause real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I just realized I'm at 2 hours, so I'm going to end it here and then just continue with the next video. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome.